17 signs America's economy is collapsing. Do this to prepare. Slow session, rich session, or just recession? Is the American economy about to implode? With so many warning signs and indicators pointing to trouble, it's difficult not to be concerned about the future. But there's good news. You don't have to be a victim of the economic downturn. In this video, we'll go through 17 signs that the American economy is failing, as well as what you can do to prepare and protect yourself. So grab a pen and paper, take some notes, and prepare to learn how to weather any economic storm that comes your way. You won't want to miss this video. The economy of the United States is currently struggling. There are ominous clouds on the horizon, despite the fact that record highs have been reached in the stock market and that unemployment rates are at record lows. Many professionals are sounding the alarm that the economy is in jeopardy of collapsing, and if this were to occur, it would likely have a disastrous impact on the lives of millions of people. We are going to investigate the big warning signals that the economy is in crisis, such as rising debt levels and salaries that have remained stagnant. However, you shouldn't be concerned since we won't leave you hanging. In addition to this, we'll provide you with actionable advice and resources that will assist you in guarding your financial future and getting ready for the worst. However, before we start, we want to make it clear that the intention of this video is not to frighten you or cause you to feel panicked in any way. Instead, our goal is to arm you with the information and resources necessary to weather any economic storm that may come your way. Therefore, it is imperative that you pay attention to these warning signs and take action in order to protect yourself and the people you care about, regardless of whether you reside on the East Coast or the West Coast, in the North or South. Without any further ado, let's delve into the 17 signs that the economy in the United States is collapsing, as well as the things that you can do to get ready for it. So what are the indicators that the American economy is in trouble? Here are 17 warning signs to look out for. Number 1, extremely high levels of national debt that continue to rise. Number 2, despite a low unemployment rate, the majority of workers' earnings are stagnant or falling. Number 3, increased income disparity, with the wealthiest Americans controlling a disproportionate share of the country's wealth. Number 4, a declining middle class as more people become impoverished or ultra-wealthy. Number 5, declining labor force participation rates as more people give up looking for work. Number 6, a faltering manufacturing sector, with many plants closing and jobs being exported to foreign countries. Number 7, an increasingly pricey housing market, with many people priced out of the market. Number 8, an increasing cost of living, with prices for necessities like healthcare and education surging. Number 9, a high level of consumer debt, with many Americans unable to repay credit card and student loans. Number 10, a shaky banking system still reeling from the effects of the 2008 financial crisis. Number 11, an overpriced stock market that is prone to a rapid crash. Number 12, a depreciating US dollar in relation to other currencies. Number 13, a global pandemic that has wreaked havoc on the economy and created considerable uncertainty. Number 14, climate change and other environmental factors affecting industries like agriculture and energy. Number 15, a political system that is becoming more politicized and dysfunctional, making it more difficult to pass legislation and implement economic reforms. Number 16, a healthcare system with high expenditures and unequal access to care. And number 17, an increasing sense of hopelessness and despair among many Americans who feel left behind by a system that no longer works for them. The most critical factor for every human being on this earth is food security. For a long time, we in the West took it for granted, but the war in Ukraine and climate change are endangering the foundation of our lives. Global food shortages, price rises, and perhaps famine will occur in 2023. So let us discuss our capabilities, the causes of the shortages, how terrible it will get, and where the food will run out first. The Ukraine conflict produced a food crisis in developing countries. Sunflower costs have increased even in Europe. Climate change is harming crops all across the world, and many farmers are warning that there could be shortages in the near future. Italian farmers are running out of water due to high temperatures and a lack of rain, and Pakistan is currently dealing with a biblical flood. The issue is that we are dealing with numerous crises at the same time. We could easily tackle one problem at a time, such as sending aid to Pakistan, dealing with a drought in Italy, or putting an end to the war in Ukraine. But the fact is, we must deal with everything at once. Unfortunately, each crisis exacerbates the previous one. The current downward spiral is the result of too many fires and not enough resources devoted to properly tackle them. At least 345 million people are hungry, with the World Food Program stopping activities in some places due to a lack of money. Such is the case in South Sudan, where the organization recognizes that the country is facing its worst starvation year since its independence in 2011. Due to a lack of money, the organization decided in June to only target 2/3 of the impoverished nation. Many people assume that we already are in a food crisis this year, but the current crisis is a different kind of scarcity. It's a logistical issue. This year, there could be a supply issue. The main cause of this year's food scarcity is a logistical issue relating to moving grains out of Russia into Ukraine. However, the food supply for next year could be jeopardized, particularly in Ukraine. These are just a few indicators that the American economy is in jeopardy, but as we previously stated, we don't want you to feel hopeless or powerless. In this next part, we'll provide you with practical advice and resources to help you prepare for any economic issues that may arise. So make sure to stay tuned, and we'll get started with our next part. What to do to prepare. After discussing the warning indications that the American economy is in peril, it's time to discuss what you can do to prepare. Here are some useful information and strategies to weather any economic storm. Begin by making a budget and eliminating unnecessary costs. This can help you save money and develop an emergency fund on which you may rely in times of need. Look for ways to supplement your income, such as working a second job or investing in stocks or real estate. Think about refinancing or consolidating your debts to reduce your interest rates and make your payments more bearable. Invest in your education and talents to increase your marketability in the employment market. Diversify your investments and don't put all your eggs in one basket. To spread your risk, consider investing in a combination of stocks, bonds, and other assets. Stay up to date on economic news and trends by following reputable sites and subject matter experts. Be ready for the worst-case scenario by hoarding food, water, and other necessities in the event of a natural disaster or another emergency. To minimize the cost of living, consider relocating to a more affordable place or reducing your property. If you require it, take advantage of government programs and services such as unemployment compensation or small company financing. If you're having trouble managing your money or are feeling overwhelmed by debt, seek expert financial assistance or counseling. These are just a few of the many things you may take to prepare for a downturn or collapse in the economy. Check out the links and websites listed in the description below for further information and resources. And remember that knowledge is power, and the more you learn about the economy and your money, the better prepared you'll be to meet any issues that may arise. And that's it for our video on the 17 warning signals that America's economy is imploding and what you can do to prepare. Remember, no one knows what the future holds, but by being aware, being proactive, and taking precautions, you can be assured that you're doing everything possible to weather any economic storm that may come your way. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family if you found it useful. And remember to subscribe to our channel for more videos on personal finance, investing, and economic news. Thank you for watching, and remember to stay positive, informed, and prepared.